Hello viewers, for today's video we will be exploring about this popular limb lengthening or height increasing surgery in Korea. But before we move on, don't forget to subscribe. Being tall might influence in two factors, nature or nurture, but today we will be focusing on the advanced way of clinical hair increasing process. Too fat, too short, too hairy, too bald, can't vent Snickers bars from our foreheads. We humans are seemingly never happy with our bodies. For many, these hang-ups stem from a simple lack of self-esteem. But over the years, cosmetic surgery has grown to become a multi-million-dollar industry, with more than 15 million people choosing to have work done in 2011 alone. According to Japan's Liveador News, more young Koreans than ever are opting for costly and painful limb lengthening surgery, despite the fact that 5 in 6 who underwent the procedure at one particular hospital met with complications, and some have lost the ability to walk entirely. What is limb lengthening? Limb lengthening stimulates bone in a patient's leg or arm to grow longer. We do this by surgically cutting the bone and attaching a device that slowly moves the two ends of the bone apart. As space opens up between these two ends, new bone grows to fill in the gap. Although limb lengthening was originally developed to help those with deformities or whose arms or legs had been damaged in accidents, the newest procedure costs tens of thousands of dollars and works by inserting telescopic rods directly into the patient's tibia and fibula. Over a series of months, the devices push the bone apart a millimeter at a time, encouraging the body to grow new bone to replace it. Seoul, South Korea, being the beauty capital of the world, isn't just known for K-beauty as in cosmetics and skincare products. When you talk beauty in Seoul, it's like talking about sleeping or brushing your teeth. It's second nature to them. Many Korean men desperately seek to appear taller than they are to attract women. For more than a decade, a preference for increasingly tall men has developed among Korean women. This is due in part to one TV personality's controversial remark: "Men below 180 centimeters are losers." This drew fire from men but appreciation from many women. But Korean men had to concede that men's height really matters for women. Since then, men haunted by their height have attempted to look taller by stacking insoles in their shoes or even undergoing height-increasing surgery. And because of their obsession about looking all-around beautiful, clinics for increasing one's height have also become widespread in South Korea. Doctors and therapists that specialize in offering growth supplements, hormones, and employing exercises and procedures to supposedly stretch the body to promote growth in height has sprouted all over the country in the past years, telling prospective patients during initial consultations that they could grow as much as 13 centimeters, 5 inches, taller by having a complete course of limb lengthening surgery. Hospitals in Korea reportedly treat as many as 600 patients each year. As the surgery becomes increasingly common, however, so too do cases of former patients taking legal action after suffering unwanted side effects. The pelvis of one 20-year-old man, Liveador News reports, decayed completely following surgery to lengthen his legs, leaving him completely unable to walk. A man in his 30s, meanwhile, is suing his hospital as he is still unable to walk without the use of crutches more than a year later. Hardly the life he had imagined before going under the knife, we're sure. The man also told a local newspaper that of the 6 people who underwent the treatment at the same hospital, 5 of them are currently suffering with side effects. The cost of limb lengthening surgery depends on the country as well as the hospital where you want to undergo the operation. In the U.S., leg lengthening surgery costs about $85,000 and only a few American doctors perform the procedure, according to a Korean patient who undergone the surgery. He said that most growth clinic procedures claim to stimulate the growth plates in children's bones. Methods employed range from hanging children upside down to injecting them with hormones. But he also pointed out that such practices add a maximum 2 extra centimeters to estimated height. Most children undergo a series of injections, typically 12 per month, which costs an average 1.5 million won. A course of injections can last up to 12 months. The doctors say the optimum age for young people to undergo this is between the ages of 10 to 13 for girls, and 12 to 15 for boys. Though it is pricey, many parents are visiting hospitals to make their children grow taller, he said. The injections do not guarantee immediate results, but such procedures are preferable because they are safer than surgery, he added. No evidence or examples were given to support this statement.
Did you know you can permanently get taller?
Part 12.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Mabubian. I wanted to explain to you guys a little bit about what the height lengthening procedure is. I make small little tiny incisions around your legs and on your hips, and then we put this nail, which is called the precise nail. Now this is a self-lengthening nail. However, it is controlled with a magnet. Once it's inserted inside the leg and a small cut is made in the bone, this nail slowly lengthens over time, separating out the bone, and new bone fills in. The new bone is actually stronger than your regular bone. And over time, this bone will harden and become a permanent part of your body. So that's the height lengthening procedure in a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are each and every one of you free to do with your bodies as you please, but you should know that the things you're hung up about are usually nowhere near as a big a deal to others as you may think. But if you're considering spending vast sums of money having your bones cut into and stretched in order to be a little bit taller, be sure to do your homework and think long and hard before making your final decision.